You searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears to smother your furies.
Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, is the first game of a series now. The second game is also good, but not as the first game in my opinion, so let's focus in Hellblade 1 here. The game was developed by Ninja Theory, the studio of Heavenly Sword, Enslaved Odyssey to the West, and DMC Devil May Cry, all great games, and here the style is a bit different of these other games, a warrior's brutal journey into myth and madness. Set in the Viking Age, a broken Celtic warrior embarks on a haunting vision quest into Viking hell to fight for the soul of her dead lover. The audio system of this game is absolutely immersive and unique. The storytelling is insane, with great moments of gameplay and scenes. The combat is kinda simple, but still very fun, and there are great boss fights too. What makes it even greater for me, and the puzzles will be in everywhere, and they're really interesting. The game was released in 2017, and it's available on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC, and it's really worth to play.
But in darkness they came, through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now that you're home, he's so far away.
You chose a hard road for yourself.
Hazel, please, it isn't safe!
We got a long journey ahead.
I'm always fast enough!
South of Midnight is a game that was released in April of 2025, but it really didn't get the attention deserved. It was developed by the studio Compulsion Games, and it's available on Xbox Series X and S, and Windows, and if you're a Game Pass user, the game is available there. And here I'll tell you why the game's really good. It's a 3D platformer action-adventure game, with combat, upgrades, exploration, and a very good story and storytelling. The universe of the game is rich, with a lot of details, and a lot of charisma and personality. The graphic is really beautiful. It's not realistic, but a graphic in the stop-motion style, with many animations did in stop motion. What's really nice, the combat is simple, but if you're going to play it, do it in the hard mode. It's not hard, but we'll show you why it's important to learn the mechanics, and not just press the action button all the time, giving you always new powers and upgrades. What makes the gameplay, at least for me, beyond really fluid and fun, rewarding and addictive.
It's not safe out there, Hazel.
If I was the one missing, she wouldn't stop looking.
Crouton?
What the? And this ain't even the weirdest thing I've seen today. I'm seeing these things.
Attention, lads! The brave man tastes death once. Cowards, 1,000 times over. And we have already spilled barbarian blood. And we know.
Ryse Son of Rome is a very fun hack and slash game released in the start of Xbox One generation. The game was developed by the studio Crytek and released in 2014 to Xbox and later on PC, and unfortunately we don't have a sequel or a remaster of this game. It tells the story of Marius Titus, a young Roman soldier who witnesses the murder of his family at the hands of barbarian bandits, then travels with the Roman army to Britannia to seek revenge. One of the best things of the game are the graphics, with impressive details to this day. The combat is really fun, with a brutal style, so if you like violent games, this one you won't be disappointed in this aspect. The gameplay is mainly about combat, but the story is fun too, with good characters, and through the game we'll explore different places since the streets of Rome to dark and haunted forests, fighting against different types of enemies. The game is really short, about 6 hours, so if you're searching for a fun and short game to play, this one is perfect for you. Bulletstorm is a good and unique first-person shooter, with cool mechanics, and a fast and frantic gameplay. The game was developed by the studio People Can Fly, and released in 2011, but in 2017 the game got a new version that is enhanced to play nowadays. It's available on PlayStation 3 and 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PC, and there's a VR mode too, that you can play on MetaQuest 2 and 3, and PlayStation VR 2. Step into the boots of Grayson Hunt after a crash landing on an old resort planet forces him to make a hard choice, survival or revenge. Execute masterful kills with Bulletstorm's unique combat system that rewards you for performing the most creative and deadly kills imaginable. So if you like good fast-paced story first-person shooter games and didn't know this one, dude, believe me, it's really good, and the good part is that it's always in a good price, so check it out when you can.
Science would have us believe that we have nearly lost our animal instincts. But with discipline, you can uncage them and turn a man into a weapon.
X-Men Origins Wolverine is a very fun superhero game, but many people don't know about the game. What's curious, but I'm here to introduce you to this insane experience. The game was developed by the studio Raven Software, an Activision studio. It was released in 2009, but there are different versions of this game, a version to PlayStation 2 and Nintendo Wii, another version to PSP and Nintendo DS, and the best version, released to PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. The game follows the story of the movie, but with some changes. The gameplay is really fun. Wolverine is as brutal as he gotta be, with a fast and violent combat, good visuals and graphics, and is so far one of the best Wolverine experience in video games. The new Wolverine PlayStation's game was announced, but so far we don't have much to see, but is surely going to be an insane experience of this character. But for now, this one is really fun to play.
You smell nervous.
Better than how you smell, that's for sure. Drop zone coming up.
Stray is a unique game that you play as a cat. That's the reason this game got famous, but it's much more than a simple cat game. It was developed by the studio Blue12 Studio and released in 2022, and today you can play it on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and 5, macOS, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and Microsoft Windows. Lost, alone and separated from family, a stray cat must untangle an ancient mystery to escape a long-forgotten cyber city and find their way home. As you start playing, you'll understand the gameplay. That's simple, but fluid and really fun. As you keep advancing in the story, you'll feel really connected to that world and mysteries. That for me is extremely immersive. In the game you can do basically everything a cat would do, and everything got a use in the game to escape, solve puzzles, and much more.
I'm trapped. I know what's real.
Alice Madness Returns is a third-person, single-player action-adventure and platformer. The game is set in an even more bizarre version of the world of Alice in the Wonderlands, with a lot of charisma. In the game you visit the grim reality of Victorian London and travel to the beautiful yet ghastly Wonderland to uncover the root of Alice's madness. The game was developed by the studio Spicy Horse Games and published by EA Games in 2011 to PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and Windows, and you can play it on Xbox One or Series X and S because it's available in the Game Pass Ultimate along with EA Play. Use multiple upgradable melee weapons, including the explosive teapot cannon, the punishing hobby horse, and the classic Vorpal blade, with a lot of charisma in this dark action video game.
I'll set you free, Alice.
Is it mad to pray for better hallucinations? I've not come back here looking for a fight.
That's a pity. One's certainly looking for you.
The destruction of Wonderland is the destruction of me.
There have always been angels, there have always been demons, and there have always been at war.
DMC is the forgotten game of the beloved hack-and-slash series Devil May Cry. The game is kinda despised by some fans of the series, but to be honest, this is easily the game with the best gameplay of the whole series for me. I know that some old school fans don't like it, cause it was an attempt to reboot the series, and they changed some things, especially the visual of Dante, but I agree that it's not badass as the classic games, but in the gameplay for me, it's the most fun. The game was developed by the studio Ninja Theory and released in 2013 to PlayStation 3 and 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and Windows. So if you never played cause some people disliked it, go play it. I assure you that the gameplay is absurd, and you'll change your mind about the game.
I tell you, it takes a lot of rage to stare across 8 realms of hell, an ocean of demons, into the eyes of the Red Judge and still think, I'm coming for you.
Metal Hellsinger is a shooter game completely inspired in the new Doom games, but the point here is that the combat of the game is also mixed with a rhythm feature. If you shoot in the right moments of the songs you'll cause more damage. What makes the gameplay even more satisfying is you learn. The game was developed by the studio The Outsiders and released in 2022 to Xbox One and Series, PlayStation 4 and 5, and Windows. Slay to the rhythm of metal and vengeance on an infernal journey through the 8 hells. Hellsinger is a rhythm FPS bursting with demons, badass weapons, and heavy metal music. An excellent game for you fan of the new Doom games and want to play something similar.
Her guns were the drums of hell. Me? I'm just a fan. I'm still here. Holding on. Let this fire break. Let this scorching last.
Cocoon is an interesting puzzle game. It was developed by the lead gameplay designer of Limbo and Inside, 2 incredible and acclaimed video games. This one is different. It's set in 3D stages with beautiful and charismatic graphics. The studio that developed it was Geometric Interactive, and it was released in 2023 to PlayStation 4 and 5, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, Microsoft Windows, and Xbox Series X and S. By the way, in this moment it's available on Xbox Game Pass. As it's a puzzle game, you'll pass different challenges that won't be easy, but won't be hard, just enough for you to feel good on solving them. The gameplay is simple, you can walk and grab things, and with that you'll solve many different puzzles, and even face some boss fights.
I sense suffering here, Spirit. Do you need help?
Death and corruption all that remain here. Turn back.
My father was a spirit guide.
Kena Bridge of Spirits is a story-driven, action-adventure combining exploration with fast-paced combat. Untangle the past as Kena, a young spirit guide in search of the sacred mountain shrine. Help free the spirits trapped in a forgotten village with the help of the Rot, her adorable, yet powerful, spirit companions. The game was developed by Ember Lab and released in 2021 to PlayStation 4 and 5, but in the next years it was released to Windows, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. The visual style of the game is really beautiful, yet with a simple graphic style. The story is good and fun, with good characters, and good cinematic moments, but the best of the game is the gameplay itself, with platforming challenges, exploration, and combat. What is the best thing of the game in my opinion? With a fluid and stylish combat, even got some Souls-like features.
What are you hiding? Why are you here?